FHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play real.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The Chiefs at 13-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with
and a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mahomes now to throw.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now back to throw.
That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Back to throw again. Flush to his right.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's the second down and 6.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On first down, Mahomes.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to change things up. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Chris Jones, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Back-to-back
sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Harris running straight ahead, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They'll take this inside the 40. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You hate every fumble. You really hate that. You're going to have great field position, and then he coughed it up.
Well, they went from elation to deflation in a hurry, didn't they? I mean, everything was working just right for them. That type of a return, that field position that they expected to have, unfortunately, none of it came through.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be caught by Tony. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Johnson goes in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Mahomes now on first down.
That's complete to Tony.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Ray. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ray. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
from 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play through.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and Bird made a nice play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's got it with the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, some strong running.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense. A complete team victory.
So for the Chiefs, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pitt,